if you're worried about the health of your hair and you want to be able to get your hair dried and the health of your scalp, we're going to go into great detail for you, and we're actually going to demonstrate it for you. But of course, Tarte is always in my beauty bag. I have known Maureen since she came to QVC. She actually created this on her kitchen table, the Tarte brand, because she couldn't find what she loved. This is the Maracuja Juicy Lip Tattoo Duo. So you're actually going to get 2 of these, which is really fun, and it's pretty easy to figure out. This is called your pinks or your bolds. So here's your pinks. There's your bolds. You can see 2 different colors. We'll go through in great details in just a second so that you could kind of see. The pink has the pink and sort of a mauve, and then your bolds is that perfect red lipstick, and then more of a cinnamon color, you know, that you'd wear with more of your oranges and those kind of colors as well. Transfer proof. You're going to love everything you get because it's a 3-in-1. Looks a little different, so I'm going to go ahead and invite Stephanie Hoover to join us, who's been with Tarte for many years, for over 7 years. Hi, Stephanie. It's nice to see you. Thank you.
Yay.
All right, worldwide launch. When we launched this in January, February, March, April 19th to be exact. You have loved it. We're bringing it back, and we have 2 different choices for you, and a free shipping and handling. We always like that.
Yeah, I can't beat that.
Nope.
I mean, you said you've known Maureen forever. Well, she knows what the problems we have, and once we put our lip on, we want it to stay. We want it to stay through the whole breakfast, the whole brunch, whatever, and we don't want it to transfer.
Exactly.
And so we created this clinically proven transfer proof. So I'm going to show you right now. I've got the rose on, and I've got the stain. So you're going to put this on, let it sit for 30 seconds, and watch this. Nowhere. But then we paired it with this gloss, which is perfect. So as you go on your day and maybe you're eating, maybe you're talking a lot,
right, exactly.
you're losing that gloss. So you're ooh, this is hard to get on. So you're putting that gloss, sorry, here we go. You're putting the gloss on to plump, to moisturize, but you haven't lost the color, which is so important. And you know, because you eat and then someone says, we want to take a picture. And you're like, wait a minute. And look at that. We've got Suzanne right there with the bun, and of course she's going to take a bite of the bun, and someone's going to say, let's take your picture. Well, guess what? She's still ready for her close-up, right? Look at how good her lips look. You're still going to have that color, and then after she eats, she can put that gloss back on, plumping, hydrating, and smoothing her lips.
It's not on the roll, and it's not on the napkin either, which is the beautiful thing. So a little is going to go a long way, and I think that's the beauty of it. So you won't constantly be thinking, do I have any color left on my lips? So because when you don't have any color on your lips, you sort of, it drains from your whole face. Talk me through the choice in the red and also, or the pink, pardon me, and the bolds.
Okay, so right here, so also we had Suzanne's in the pinks, and she's got the rose. Okay. And look at that color. That's your perfect everyday pink for going to church, going to lunch, going to brunch, whatever. And that is paired with a lotus, which is also just a really fun pink. It's got a little more peach in it. It's perfect for pickleball, tennis, whatever your day is. And we've got Jody here right now, and she's also in the rose. And I mean, look at your screen. As we get older, our lips lose that color. And like you said, we need some color. We need some color. Otherwise, like you said, our chin sort of blends into our chest. Right. And look at that. And if you're looking at your screen right now, look at Jody. If you look
Jody
like Jody
is a beautiful grandmother.
I can't even believe
beautiful.
she's a grandmother.
I know.
And the best part about it, Pat, she can kiss her grandbaby, and it's not going to
come off.
They're not going to talk about her later and say, remember when Grandma used to give me those kisses?
Yes,
and
remember, yes, when your favorite aunt would leave and her lipstick would be on your cheek. Think about weddings coming up, showers, just, you know, when you kiss the people that you love, it's not going to come off. So the before and after, the after is youthful.
Yeah, the after is youthful, and that's because we've got over 10 superfruits. We're plumping. So you see in the after on your screen right now, you're not seeing those vertical lip lines. You're also noticing that the barrier of the transfer proof doesn't let it feather or bleed. This is a home run for me. I feather, I bleed, but now I can wear a color.
Yes,
not your lips are gorgeous.
Well, the bolds would be the ruby and the cinnamon spice. that is very limited at this point. So
Yeah.
here's the bolds, that perfect red color, love it. And then the cinnamon spice for you. And then if you want the pinks, which is always very, very pretty. I mean, if you can swing it, maybe you get one of each.
Yeah.
And then you get the rose and the lotus. So if you want the bolds, let me go back to the bolds, 300 remain. Stephanie, explain to me a little bit though, because this definitely looks different than what, you know, a lot of lipsticks and lip glosses look like. How do we use it?
So this is why it's so great, Pat. This is why this has become my back pocket. It's all in one. You've got the stain here. That's going to give you the color. You can also line a little down, line a little up, however you want. Wait 30 seconds. It's not going to go anywhere till you decide to take it off. But because we want a little plump, we want a little
Now, do
gloss.
we wait a couple minutes till that?
You don't, 30 seconds.
30
Honestly,
seconds,
like
okay.
I put the gloss is not transfer proof, but it's the stain. So
Okay.
you're getting, like you said, a 3-in-1. You're getting the liner, you're getting the gloss, which is plumping and hydrating, but you're getting that stain. So you will go through your entire day with your, yep, look at that.
Oh, that's awesome.
And she's in the ruby, guys. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we were talking before.
The bolds.
The bolds, yeah, sorry. As you get older, I was staying away from reds because it would get on your teeth, it would get on your
Great
lip.
point.
Yeah, you can now wear a red again, ladies, and that's gonna give you that color and that confidence that we love.
Well, I should also tell you, I mean, you talked about it, plump the appearance of skin. We saw it diminish,
we
help
saw
to
it.
diminish the fine lines and wrinkles. Hydrating, moisturizing, there's no parabens, there's no mineral oil, there's no phthalates, and all those other things that we definitely don't want to be ingesting in this as well.
That's right, exactly. You can kiss your husband, your grandbabies, and you can know that it's all good for you ingredients. And then we've got Lorraine. Now, she's in the rose too, so she just has the stain on. And if we can get the camera to come in close, I want you to see that color. It's that beautiful cherubic color that is going to stay on all day. She hasn't even put the gloss on. So it's just, you know, it looks like maybe she just woke up that way, right? But if you look at the other side of her lip, she doesn't have the color on the other side. As you get older, her lip, if we can get the camera even in closer, because I want you to see how we're doubling the size of her lips, and that is just with the stain. And then she'll put on the gloss, and hello, you know, I'm ready for my close-up or my kisses.
Yep, she looks absolutely beautiful. So think about what you need. Do you want the pinks? That'll give you the rose and the lotus, or would you want the bolds? I'd put it in the cart and check out on the bolds. They're about to sell out. Here's ruby and cinnamon spice. You get both. They're 3-in-1s for $36. Stephanie, thank you, as always. Nice to see you too. All right, so